same episode 3 Java Get Started, and we had finished the installation of Java. We had finished the installation and configuration of our IDE, which is going to be our text editor. We are going to write the Java code IntelliJ, and so let's head over to IntelliJ. So when you get here, we realized that we had created our first Java project and we had called it first code, and realized that it's being stored in our C drive, user IDE projects, and the file name, which is first code. And when you create a Java file, it comes with each of these folders, where we'll talk about it in the later videos. .idea, .out, src, having the main.java as the initial file, gitignore, firstcode.iml, the external libraries and the scratches and consoles. So in this file, when you create your Java file, you realize that this is the first code you're going to see, which is a class called main, having the method which is being executed here. So where to run this file, you can either click these buttons or you click this one, but you make sure that this run stroke debug is on current file, and when it's on current file, you click run main.java, and it will execute this file, going through the other initial process that we had discussed of how a Java file is compiled and executed into machine code, that this Windows PC will understand and execute for me the outcome. So we can see that in this path, C program files Java JDK21, the one that we installed bin, it called the Java execution file, which came and executed with the Java agent this file called, and then it printed hello welcome. As you can see it here, it has been printed here, and it starts with the for loop of having your variable I as 1, and then it goes on incrementing by 1 to 2, 3, 4 up to 5, since you said I must be less or equal to 5. So that is how this Java main.java was compiled and executed. So we are going to write our first Java file, and to write it, you make sure that you're in the src folder, and you come and click plus, and then you click file, and then we can call it welcome.java. So it will create this class welcome.java. So I'll show you another way of creating a new file, which will be easier, in that you won't type the basic things of installing the package org.example. But as for now, let's write our first Java program. So we'll start by typing public. So the reason as to why we use public, this is an access modifier, meaning it controls who can access this class or method. So we are going to create a class for this instance, and it means that it can be accessed from anywhere in the program. So other classes can see and use this class, which we'll call welcome, and the JVM can also access that main method inside the class. So that's why we use public. And we proceed to class. The reason as to why we use this keyword class, it is used to create a class, meaning a class is a blueprint, as we are discussed later, for creating objects. So we have defined our blueprint, and our blueprint, we can call it, you need to make sure that the name of this class is equivalent to the way you named your Java file. That is a must, and if you don't do so, it will create an error for you. We'll see in the next few minutes. So call it welcome, and we open these braces. So we have finished creating our class called welcome, and inside this class welcome, welcome is the name of the class. So it's basically, welcome is selected by you, the programmer, and the reason as why we use curly braces after the class, it defines the scope of the class, like what is going to be within our class welcome, you get. And we proceed to typing public. The reason that's why we say public is an access modifier, and I hope you're onto that point. So public static. So static is it means that the method belongs to the class itself, not to the objects. So you don't need to create an object to run it, and the JVM can directly call it. That's why we use the word static. And say void, public static void. So the reason as to why you use void, this method does not return any value. So after running, it gives nothing back. That's why we use void. And it's a main. And main, this is the name of the method. It's a special method where a Java program starts executing. So when you run this file, it's going to look for the main method, and it's going to execute whatever is going to be here. So this is the heart of your program. And after writing main, you say string, and you put these square bracket args, and then after that you open the curly braces. So the reason as to why you put string here, let me simply navigate to it. String, it's a type that represents text that you're going to be dealing with, text, you get. And the reason as to why you put these braces, it means that it's going to be an array or a list. That's a list, a data structure called lists. So the reason as to why you use args means it's just a variable name, and you could name it anything, you could change it to anything. So meaning it's an array of strings passed from the command line. So after that, we are going to now go on to like the main thing of the day. We are writing, we want to print that welcome to Learn Java Programming with Alvin David. And realize that when what we have said, that welcome to learning Java with Alvin David, it's a text, and in Java, text belongs to a data type called string. So a text is a string. So you have to declare the data type of that sentence, which is a string. So you say string, and you can call it intro, and then you equate it. So this is the data type string, and then intro is the variable name. So a variable name contains values, it holds values, and here we are going to hold text values. So for a string must be in these double quotes. So we can say welcome to learning Java programming with Alvin David. Yeah, so after that you realize that there's this like a dash here, and that means that that's an error in your code. So for every statement you make in Java, you have to put the semicolon. It's like in English language, you have to put a full stop. You have to punctuate your sentences. So in Java, a statement, this is an entire statement in programming. You have to put the semicolon at the end to say that, okay, this is where the statement is ending. So you're actually helping the compiler, which we call the Java, to understand, okay, this is a statement and it has to execute it. So after that, we want to print this into our console such that we can see that it prints the text. welcome to learning Java with Alvin David. So to do that, Java has its own inbuilt keywords. We can say system.out.print. We are printing a line, and we are going to simply print the variable name. Since you declare that the variable name is a string, you're going to just come here and type intro, and then you end your statement with a semicolon. So we have finished writing our Java file. Now we are moving on to the next thing, which is running it. We are going to run our Java file and see if it can be executed. So you click the run button, and we can see here, welcome to learning Java programming with Alvin David. It has been executed. So the Java compiler came and executed this in a descending order from line number 1 to line number 6. So it simply goes through this. Okay, public class, well, it's called welcome. Is it equal or similar to the name welcome here of the Java file? Yes. Okay, we proceed. So it goes into that format of Boolean checking decision everywhere. On to line 2, public static void main, and the user is going to deal with strings args, which can be changed to anything else. And then the user declared a variable called string, meaning he's working with text, and he declared the text in these double quotations, welcome to learning Java programming with Alvin David. And then after this, user wanted to print, said system.out.println intro. So another thing you can shorten, like another method you can use to shorten this, you just simply type south and you say south and press enter. System out print. So that's all you can do. Intro. It all comes back to the same thing when you run. Yes, it prints this. So after that, you have successfully written your first Java file. Congratulations. In case you haven't understood, you can rewind back, take your time, don't rush. We are not in a rush here. Take your time, be keen, and learn each and every word that you're typing in Java. It will make you that you've not crammed Java, you've not crammed the syntax, but you've actually understood. And in case someone wants to tell you to do something else, you can easily do that. So thank you so much. This has been a continuation of episode 3, which is getting started with Java. So thank you. I remain Alvin David. See you in the next one.